Amanju muri nande ne chinga kichia bene kukwari ni asemesa ya mwana mayekro chiaragire Chinsa Isano Ibere kyabano baso nego tena rere ganda gwat kemi na isiko ya Gusii karoje jitariki 20 na kianda modine wa gatatu umwaka wa 2020 neseto lituko lya Jumatano nyasa twandire konyona nanda sembe wasamangana Amayia ya Chinsa Isano Ibere amangena ndata ko basense yeito ya Kenya nene kare kiombe kiriya tiva Kenya re kurora boti igoro yobokorari bwe serikali ya Kenya kwanza ne Kenya rekao dabuna obugima gokonga na kyabeire getange kenene ase serikali ya Kenya kwanza yedinene no murai bwense Dr. William Ruto boigo kiombe kene Kenya re kubot koroboti buno muwasiri boborendi weme kidure kindiki amo no muwasiri wegisemi esekiri majogu na bagendere ko babo gwasiri bagendeta koremeremo yabo buya ase ense ya Kenya boigo twarorire omugavana bwe county ya Kisumu Anyanginyungo nigo bonararibuna amandamano gosokorobekana ngurjo korekana se county ya Kisumu kolende nigo barachukubwatisi abarayiba mu bwasimyo moja kwenda se county ya Nairobi eri korobekana ne krobarobereti okorobekana okulitiko lie ankyo boige kiombe ya tifa nigo Kenya kubwatuka roboti buna okibese chiasora fund nigo chire achievement nene as obokorari bwe serikali ya Kenya kwanza yo ngati yali agenda dokorekana ime na isiko yense ya Kenya na kwale ne bana nje goikoma elio elitariane Brighton Makori. Joshua utabano nerora sense meri yomurwe banyerero hekera bwairi nyanja makwene kibuna mariyo gine chibichago cheira senchira yabene asoko yachaka nigobono muri kyobotamba se wisara ya correctional services emeri mutoni anyarire kagotarira echera ya Kisii main prisons annekero arengete kurigelyo bokorari bwechera agosechere yo ya Kisii na kwana anabarikiba mwana kolende ntochikonyanyora na kyanyara ka okwana ekero atarire asechere yo ya Kisii jijedira se TV yao nechibicha keranyara ka wikasenseme kondo roboti uru roko basenjera engia gose ginkonyora bunanyara ka okwana nchiko gotebe kroto endrete asamangana ya Chinsa Isano Ibere jabono mobaso. Kotikana na yubono korwa sejera ya Kisii ni gotokwenda wikase county ya Nairobi asebono mugabana we county ya Kisii Paul Simbarate nyarika wikirana asigi karo ye senate anenekero abatagete barengete kuchukwanda mangana yobotumeki we chibese chichanyate chikubwato kwa gochiase company eri ya maje maikadena wasco gati yabali baikirana asigi karekyo ngamo no mugabana we county ya Kisii amo na managing director we kiombe kia maje ose waskase county ya Kisii Rusi Tausi onyanja ubagendete kunengiwa na goteba ngakibanyara bagutumeka chibese usinga chibese cyanya gikutumeka ase county ya Kisii amo neri ya Nyamira.
Good morning everyone. Through the chair, my name is David Togure, chairman of the board management of Wasco.
Honorable Chair, my name is CPA Alias Mogoi, accountant Wasco.
Honorable Chair and members present, good morning. My name is Lucy Wahito, the Managing Director of Gusii Water and Sanitation Company.
Good morning, Chair and the Honorable Senators. My name is Kenneth Abincha, CC Finance, Kisii County. Thank you.
Honorable Chair and members, my name is Alfred Nyandika, County Attorney.
I, Paul Simbarate, do solemnly swear that the evidence that I shall give before this committee in respect of the matter before the committee shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Kubatekana bono nobosaga ni boliba korekanete as omochigo se asoboremo boyo kabeire murai bwense ya Kenya Kenyatta abono nigo mugabana weka oyo kabeiro mugabana we county ya Murang'a mwangi wa iria anyaririga komochega korwekyo na gotebuna teribuya montonde bwensi amali ayo kunwa abe mokenya onde bwensi asense ya Kenya bono niga mochire korwekyo asadeuna amachiko natakire kubwati wa sense yito ya Kenya onde bwensi oturwanie bintu bionde hairwe tambukero egatindi
is so heavy in people's hearts. It doesn't matter whether it's Kenyatta's farm, whether it's Ruto's farm, whether it's Wairia's farm, whether it's Mama Boga's farm. We cannot go that direction. And I want to beseech my people, the people of Kikuyu. We hate ourselves, we shall disappear. We have shown a very bad image to this nation that we can do that.
Ekerobono murai bwense Dr. William Ruto arasitara ya matukana senseri ya Germany amo na Belgium nikobono mwambasada bwense ya Kenya sense ya Germany mitangende manyare kaode abuna etari ya Ruto nigo yarengete obuya anenekera endete ko basenseri ekera deruna enerenchire yamo ense ya Germany eochikubwata nense ya Kenya eriko kine birengo bya uchumi asijinse jo Ibere.
It's a very critical moment for us as a country, for our president to visit the EU. There are several things that are happening. He comes at the time when there is war in the Ukraine. Many of you know that this war has caused many problems to Africa because much of our imports, especially wheat, used to come from Ukraine and Russia. So the president, by coming here at this time, is critical in the sense that we are also discussing to Europeans to consider working with us, especially in northern Kenya, to produce wheat, meaning that the period under which Ukraine is going through this chaos, we can be able to feed Kenyans, leveraging the resources we have in northern Kenya. This is not just a dream. This is something that has come as a result of studies, research, which has been conducted by universities of Nairobi Technical University and the University of Antwerp, discovering that areas like Marsabit are very fertile to grow such crops as wheat. And by so doing, we can now begin to develop new value chains. Anytime we have a drought in northern Kenya, a lot of cows or livestock for our people in northern Kenya dies. If we grow wheat, it means you can produce fodder to feed the cattle and be able to develop a new value chain.
Asijinga keche chumra iwensi Dr. William Ruto yora sense ya chairman nerniga kwanire huwa matobo wensi ya Kenya mo na chairman.
Germany, for example, allow me to use Germany. Maybe have access to finances at 0.5% at worst, maybe 0.1%. That is like 100 times more than Kenya accesses development finances. And if that be the case, if one country is accessing development finances 100 times much more expensive than the other, it means the international financial system is rigged against some countries. And therefore it's necessary for us to have a conversation as to how do we have a fairer, not one that favors Africa, just a fairer financial system that treats everybody equally. That way, we can be able to get many of our countries that are currently in debt out of debt. And if you imagine a country that accesses financial resources 100 times more, and you compound it with the effects of climate change, you can see the amount of risk some countries are facing. So again, we need friends, we need voices, and I am sure that some are listening to me this evening to help us make the case.
Asoroboti rorito banoro tangani twajakira mangana Amayia ori asumuliki watambebe wisara ya correctional services ya rasi county ya Kisii anekera nyaraka utarire chera ya Kisii tetura yunga kia nyaraka ukwana ekero muri kyo tumiruri mu manya ndete kutubaterio roboti uriko ndete aturayunga Kimeri Mutoni anyareka okwana igoro yetaro yaye asejere yo ya Kisii.
Okay, thank you so much, members of the press. Thank you for coming. We are here in Kisii prison, and our mission was one. His Excellency the President was here the other day, and he directed that we look at modalities on how we can move the prison to another land, maybe more viable, more expansive, where we can also be able to farm and do other things. As you very well know, Correctional Services Department, our key mandate is to correct individuals. So all these men and women who are in the women prison who are here are offenders or people who have come into conflict with the law, and we are very much encouraged when we keep on correcting them, so that when time comes for reintegration, they will be able to fit properly in the society. So basically, mine was to come and see, look into the issue, and we can start working on how to work on the presidential directive. Yes, we are very keen about the humanity of the inmates that we have. That these are our brothers, these are our sisters, these are people's husbands, these are human beings. And therefore, we need to treat them with the dignity that it deserves. First, one of the things that you must realize is the biggest punishment that you can ever give to a human being is denying them freedom. We have already denied them freedom. So we don't want to continue pushing them to the ground and hardening them even more. We want to soften their hearts so that when we are doing rehabilitative process and we are doing the correctional process, we are able to speak to human beings. And therefore, that is why we have our campaign to have one prisoner, one bed, one mattress. That each one of them can have a bed, a place to sleep, and a blanket to cover themselves. Yes, as you very well know, as a PS, I have been in office now 3 months and a few days more. And it is in my mandate to ensure that I know how the institutions are running across the country. We have over 130 stations across the country, and it would be important to see the welfare of both.
Oyo bono numuri kyobotamba se wisara ya Correctional Service Mary Mutoni oyo tarase jera ya Kisii umurikyo tumirdu manyi no arasense me yuna tutore ni roboti uru asenjero bukaranu orachikoro nyora ke koragense yemo ya bono marago bekarto koska gojibosyo ni kiombe ya athletics ime yense ke ajakiri umuroberio obo kwene kibuna naki ogokora omuroberi bobo tumeki wa murigo yotindia anene sibali bakumyoka bose bakora chigosori CNC ya Kenya baukwana anekero abara ikuru asinsemo ababanyaride bagotara sense meli ya Eldoret nigo bana bateruna neribuya ebyombe akubwaterana erigo koro botumeki wa mariogo yokomenda chinguru ekara bamyoki bakunianjuka.
I will be frank, unfortunately the Athletics Integrity Unit has many doping cases in the past in this part of the world, but it's good news while I'm here. We're working very hard to solve the doping menace in Kenya. The national government, through the Ministry of Sport, has pledged $5 million per year in additional funding to tackle this menace. And we at the Athletics Integrity Unit are working very, very closely with Athletics Kenya, with the Anti-Doping Agency of Kenya, with the government at all levels, national and regional, to develop the strategy for how to spend this money the best way possible.
The President of World Athletics visited Kenya, although he did not come here, but he was in Nairobi. And he was kind enough to say we will work together with Athletics Integrity Unit. And that is why our visitors come here, so that we can look at issues together. It is not just start now, early in the year as well, immediately after that, and last year we had a retreat in Nairobi at Kasarani, and we discussed about the way forward. And one of the way forward was, of course, bringing together all the concerned institutions.
Kokongusana na nigo kogendete kwene kiwase kanisa ya Pentecostal Church of Kenya PAG anasense meri ya figa sebana babwata nigo saba Kristo ba mochiri abanyanyimbo anekera batara kore mirimo ya ubuya ekerebyo mbebere bigendete kungusana na igoro yoboteneri bwe kanisa yo.
Wakati nimepata ya kwamba wanafunga ofisi, nimekimbia katika koti ya Vihiga ambayo hiyo order ilitoka, na nikapata ya kwamba OCS aliandika barua kula apewe wa verify orders ambayo walikuwa wamepewa katika judicial review, na ikapatikana ya kwamba hiyo order haijasema ya kwamba ofisi zifungwe. Na niko na hizo order, tunataka twende tuone county commandant atuambie ametumia sheria gani kufunga offices za kanisa wakati hana order kama hiyo.
Kwa sababu ya mateso ambayo tunateswa na mtu mmoja. Miaka mingi tumeteseka kwa sababu ya mtu mmoja. Mshangao wangu ni kwamba tumepewa order, na mwenye ako kwa order si ule amekuja hapa. Tumeshangaa polisi wanafanya kazi namna gani. Mtu akishitaki mtu ni huyo mtu anaenda kusimama na yeye ili wakaweze kujibishana. Lakini sisi wenye order ni tofauti.
Karbona netotigarete as kanisa nigomo bishop we kanisa ya Methodist Church of Kenya Reverend Joseph Ntambura anyarika okana buna borai we kanisa yimbora onjuriri anekera mangana nyaraga koranda buna borai obu onjuriri we tetre nganyarete kaokwana.
It is written to first officially cancel all the illegal correspondences from Bishop Dr. Lawi Matthew, especially his letter of 25th March 2023, which invites the many categories of church leaders and members to a meeting organized by an illegal connectional transition ad hoc committee on 29th March 2023 and to be held at the Methodist Resort and Conference Center at 10 a.m. Secondly, it's to correct the falsehood that the term of the presiding bishop, Joseph Ntambura, expired on 4th August 2022. All the Methodist members know very well that our church is governed by the church constitution, standing orders, and the resolutions of its conference. In that case, you are all aware that there was an August conference, beg your pardon.
Bona ko bugede na siasa ni yawa na siasa boka no ene kanisa siasa neroro kurwabu ase kanisa ya Methodist no to korera mangana itama ya Chinsa Isano na Ibere ni kubona genda kuri emiro bili to Ndizi TV nero bwansumo Gusii Auta nero to abwatera nero kurwa sense merio mu rwe manyererio ekera bugari nyanja mana kipana mali wine chibijago chira senjera bene eriane Brighton Makori.